Is it a fruit? Is it a flower bud? Actually, it's a gall. You may have seen these strange, out-of-place structures on the leaves of stems of many plants and trees.
These are really weird objects on a leaf. They shouldn't be there.
That's Jack Schultz, director of the Bond Life Science Center, where his lab studies how galls form.
A flower or a fruit in the wrong place.
These abnormal growths start with really small insects, and then,
Particularly when the insect infests the roots, it interrupts the stream of water and nutrients getting to the plant from the soil. So you can think of these galling insects as competing with the plant they're on.
for millions of years, these pests have been bossing around plants to change.
The plant is making these structures called galls to house the insect at the insect's direction.
So, what's the effect?
That's not so good for producing grapes. A phylloxera infestation can move through a large vineyard in only a year or two and kill all the vines.
Yet the wine industry is not dying. In fact, it's booming, thanks to one small discovery more than a century ago.
Well, using the Missouri roots.
The story goes, back in the late 1800s, the pest made its way to France, wiping out vineyard after vineyard.
The great wine blight and how the world was going to lose all wine production.
But back in Missouri, the pest and the grapevines were fine.
The key to solving this pest problem is to use roots from vines that originally grew in Missouri because they're resistant to the insect.
Fast forward to today, and every grapevine root in the world ties back to Missouri. And while the threat is no longer immediate, researchers are still asking how.
Our hypothesis is that there are flower or fruit forming genes that are critical for the insect to be successful, to infest the plant and make a gall. And we can ask a plant, if you lack gene A, can our insects still form galls?
After several years of research, the answer is
We're still analyzing results from that, but it looks like we have found some genes, and they are flowering genes, that really reduce the insect's ability to make a gall on grapevines.
so the mystery behind these tiny creatures continues.
But it turns out that there's an awful lot we don't know about them.
But that just means there's more to discover.
If we knew everything about all kinds of things in nature, I'd be out of business, and we'd have nothing to do.
For the Bond Life Sciences Center, I'm Samantha Coomer.